Hello, hello, hello. I have not gone live in some years. It's been some years. Let's talk, y'all. What do you want to shift? What do you want to shift in your life? In your life? Your reality. What do you want that to look like for you? That's the question. That's the question. And as I ask this question, this has nothing to do with you controlling other people. This is all about you, what you can control in your world. What do you want to shift? That's the question. What do you want to shift in your reality? What do you want to shift in your life? What is it? Do you need healing? Is it something financially? Is it the type of relationships that you have? One thing that we must truly understand, that in order to shift our outer world, we are first going to have to shift our inner world. We have to shift our inner world. Because see, we always see this, what this 3D matrix has done, this world has done. It has really handicapped us to have a victim mentality. Not that we intentionally do this, but this is what this 3D matrix has done, right? Hello, if you're tuning in, the question is, what do you want to shift? What do you want to shift in your life that you have control of, that doesn't have anything to do with controlling others? But this is about shifting your reality, creating your world around you, which we all have the power to do so. We all have the power to do so. However, we have been programmed. Our minds have been hijacked by this matrix and us thinking that we have to play a part in the reality that we have been given. But one thing we need to realize while we are in this realm, and I truly believe part of this realm is for us to understand the power that we truly have in shifting what has been handed to us. But what this world has also taught us is that we should focus on changing things on the outside. But that's not how it works. We have to change things on the inside. We must understand that whatever frequency, whatever vibration that we are holding within is what we are drawing in from the outer. And that's why we see these creations that we see in the outer. And so what we have been taught is that we don't have power, we don't have control over these things. But we truly do, because we are more powerful than we have been conditioned to be. And see, you have to understand, if people will think they don't have any power, then that's where someone is able to control the narrative of their life. So the first thing you have to do is come out of agreement. You have to come out of agreement with saying, well, I don't have no power to change this. I don't have any power to change that. The economy looks like this. My job is like that. I only make so much money. This is happening, that happening in my life. I don't have any power. But you do have power. You do have power. And a lot of us have been conditioned to be afraid to actually step in that power, to see what that looks like, to shift, to see what it looks like. Look, I'm going to share a story with you, right? And then I'm going to end this live for now. But this is what I want to share with you. This happened earlier this year. I have several different encounters of things that have happened similar to this. And someone else may watch this and say, oh no, it's just a coincidence. It's a coincidence. And that's the thing. Like this world, what they taught us is that everything is a coincidence. But when you really know the power that you have and how you are connected to the higher power and the oneness, then you understand that things are not coincidence, but they are divine and they align with the path in regards to where you are going in this world. So earlier this year, I went to a business trip in Las Vegas, Nevada, right? And so I normally always book my trips and I fly comfort, right? For this particular trip, it was really something that I, decided I was going to go to maybe a month or a month and a half, right? So I just booked as far as basic. So had a great trip. On the way back, I heard some of my other colleagues talking about how their flights were rescheduled and all that kind of stuff because it was some high winds in Vegas, right? So, I start to look at where I was seated at on the way traveling back. And y'all, I was seated way in the back. I never sit way in the back, right? And so in my mind, I was like, man, I don't want to sit in the back. I want to change my seat, right? That's all I was thinking. I was thinking about that the night before. Like, I don't sit way in the back. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, I guess there was some fear around me sitting in the back because I just normally don't sit in the back. So anyhow, all my other colleagues were talking about how their their flights was rescheduled. Well, nothing, no information about my flight being rescheduled, right? I get to the airport. Everything is still set. Everything is good to go. 35 minutes before we board. Oh, no, rewind. Let me go back. Sorry about that. Let me go back. I called Delta, right? I'm clearly looking at this flight, y'all. This flight is fully booked. Do you hear me? The flight is fully booked. Every seat is taken. And I'm asking them if I can even pay to change my seat. But the seats that were available were like seats, I guess, only for like the flight attendants or whatever, right? So the lady was like, well, you could change your seat. And I was going to have to pay like $150. And I was like, okay, cool. But like, I just did not want to sit in the back. I was thinking about that thing all night and the next morning. And then my spirit was impressed on me. Don't pay to change your seat. When I tell y'all, 35 minutes before it was time to board, the flight got delayed. The flight got delayed. And even with the flight being delayed, guess what? They had to rearrange, put us on another plane, new seating arrangements, and I got a seat to where I wanted to sit, to where I was most comfortable. But watch this, watch this. I had to overcome a fear, right? But again, we are powerful because in my mind, I was so determined not to sit in that spot. But you got to understand that you are so powerful within, and when you align with the higher power, that you can pull things on the outer to change your reality because of what's happening within. So anyhow, I was grateful. Seat got changed. Ended up having to spend the night in Detroit, Michigan, instead of going straight to the next location and connecting flight, right? Because of the winds, planes wasn't available. On the way, after that next morning, going from Detroit, Michigan to Charlotte, North Carolina, do y'all know my new seat was in the back? My new seat was in the back. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? Like, I know last time that I put that vibration out there, I put a frequency how I did not want to sit in that seat. So why am I back in the back again? So y'all know I had to get over that fear. I literally had to change within and say, this flight is going to be fine. There is nothing wrong with me sitting in the back. Nothing is going to happen. There's nothing I need to be afraid of. Everything is going to be good. I sat in that seat, y'all, and everything was just fine. So we have to understand that a lot of things, fears, stuff that is happening, we don't understand how powerful we are, that we are creating the reality. So, yeah, I want to share that. And I just want you to be mindful, know that you are truly powerful. You are truly powerful. You are literally creating your reality by your thoughts. You are. And if you have some thoughts that you need to overcome, go to my website, evorabentley.com. I have a free guide, 5 steps to overcoming a thought. And it will help you deconstruct that thought. Because you got to understand that these thoughts that you have, there are certain vibrations. And those vibrations you are putting out there in the energy field. And that's why you're seeing some things happen. People don't understand why things in their life continue to mirror the traumas they've had. Why certain relationships continue to be toxic. What are you thinking up here? What are you thinking up here because of the trauma and things that are seated in your heart? See, the heart and mind are married. They become one. And that's what you're going to see manifest in your life. So yes, there's some other books I want to recommend. Of course, mine first is a free guide, is something you could download at my website, evorabentley.com, EVORABENTLEY. When you go to the website, the box will pop up and it will be emailed to you. I'm telling you, it will help you greatly. Another book I could recommend is The Four Agreements. The Four Agreements, I think his name is like Jose. I can't remember his name, but you should be able to find it. Very popular book, The Four Agreements. That book has helped me greatly when it comes to the deconstruction and deconstructing from the matrix. Another book that I can recommend is by Dr. Joe Dispenza, which is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. That book is so powerful. I've probably listened to it already 2 times this year. Probably be the first time I listened to it 3. I've been listening to it or reading it the last 3 years, and the book has helped me greatly change. So I hope you all enjoyed this. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to talking to y'all in the next video. Peace.